What if I told you that 3 minutes before bedtime could change everything about how you feel when you wake up tomorrow morning? Picture this. You're lying in bed at 2 a.m., staring at the ceiling while your mind races with worries, your joints ache, and that persistent stuffiness makes every breath feel like work. You're not alone in this struggle. Millions of seniors across America share these same sleepless nights, wondering if this is simply what growing older means. Here's the truth that nobody wants to talk about. We've been taught to accept pain, poor sleep, and declining energy as inevitable parts of aging. We reach for pills, we adjust our expectations, and we quietly surrender pieces of the vibrant life we once knew. But what if our grandparents knew something we've forgotten? What if there's an ancient practice so simple that it takes just 3 body parts and 1 common oil to unlock relief that modern medicine struggles to provide? In the next few minutes, I'm going to share with you a 5,000-year-old secret that has transformed the lives of countless seniors, including my own family members. You'll discover exactly which 3 body parts hold the key to better sleep, clearer breathing, and renewed energy, and why this simple ritual before bed might be the most important thing you do for yourself today. Number 1, the ancient wisdom we've forgotten. Have you ever wondered why your grandmother seemed to have a remedy for everything, while today we struggle with problems that seem to have no solution? Picture yourself sitting in a doctor's office, surrounded by people your age, all waiting for prescriptions that promise relief but often deliver side effects instead. This is the reality millions of seniors face every day, trading one problem for another in an endless cycle of modern medicine. Here's what nobody talks about. 5,000 years ago, people lived healthier lives well into their 80s and 90s without the pills we depend on today. They understood something profound about the human body that we've completely forgotten. In ancient India, there was a practice called abhyanga, a full-body oil massage that kept people vibrant and strong throughout their entire lives. But here's the beautiful part. You don't need hours of complicated rituals or expensive treatments. My friend, an Ayurvedic practitioner, opened my eyes to something remarkable. He told me that if we simply focus on 3 specific parts of our body, the nose, the nails, and the ears, we can unlock most of the benefits our ancestors enjoyed. These aren't random body parts. They're gateways, connection points that influence everything from how well you sleep tonight to how clearly you can think tomorrow morning. The truth is, we've been conditioned to believe that aging means accepting decline. But what if that's the biggest lie we've ever been told? These 3 simple areas of your body hold the key to reclaiming the vitality you thought was gone forever. Number 2, 3 gateways to transformation. Let me ask you something personal. When was the last time you took a deep, satisfying breath without thinking about it? When did you last wake up feeling truly rested, with clear thoughts and steady hands? For most seniors, these simple pleasures have become distant memories, replaced by constant congestion, restless nights, and the frustrating feeling that your body is betraying you. Your nose is more than just something you breathe through. It's the guardian of your entire respiratory system. When you gently massage oil around your nostrils each night, something magical happens. The delicate tissues that have been inflamed and irritated begin to heal. That persistent stuffiness that makes every cold worse starts to clear. The allergies that have plagued you for years begin to lose their grip. One woman told me she hadn't breathed clearly through both nostrils in over a decade, until she started this simple practice. Now look at your fingernails. They might seem like such a small part of who you are, but traditional medicine teaches us that the area around each nail is connected to vital organs throughout your body. When you massage oil into the nail beds and the surrounding skin, you're sending healing energy to your digestive system, strengthening your hair from the roots, and nourishing your skin in ways that expensive creams never could. It's like having a direct line to your body's healing mechanisms. Your ears hold perhaps the most profound secret of all. As we age, our sense of balance becomes uncertain. We lose confidence in our steps. Our hearing diminishes, making us feel isolated from the world around us. But when you massage oil behind and around your ears, you're stimulating nerve pathways that govern balance, hearing, and even the quality of your sleep. You're reconnecting with parts of yourself that you thought were lost to time. Number 3, finding your perfect oil. Standing in the health food store, staring at rows of oils, feeling overwhelmed and confused. Sound familiar? You're not alone. One of the biggest mistakes people make is thinking that one oil fits everyone, but your body is unique, with its own needs and constitution. If you tend to feel cold easily, if your skin is often dry, if you struggle with constipation or joint stiffness, sesame oil might be your answer. This golden oil has been warming and healing bodies for thousands of years. It penetrates deep, bringing relief to aching joints and calming nervous systems that have been running on high alert for too long. Perhaps you're someone who runs hot, who gets irritated easily, whose skin flushes at the slightest provocation. Coconut oil could be your cooling sanctuary. Its gentle, soothing nature can calm inflammation, reduce that internal heat that makes you uncomfortable, and bring a sense of peace to both your body and your temperament. For those who struggle with respiratory issues, who catch every cold that goes around, whose sinuses seem perpetually blocked, mustard oil might offer the breakthrough you've been seeking. Its warming, penetrating qualities can help clear congestion and strengthen your body's natural defenses. But here's the beautiful thing. If you're not sure which type you are, if all of this seems too complicated, coconut oil is like a gentle friend that gets along with everyone. It's safe, effective, and forgiving. Sometimes the simplest choice is the wisest choice. Number 4, the gentle art of healing touch. There's something deeply comforting about the ritual of caring for yourself, about taking those few quiet minutes before bed to honor your body with gentle, healing touch. This isn't complicated or time-consuming. It's as simple as the good night routine you probably already have. Before you settle into bed, take just a drop of your chosen oil on your clean fingertip. Gently massage it around the outer part of your nose, those areas that feel tender when you have a cold. Feel the oil warming under your touch. Imagine it penetrating the inflamed tissues, bringing relief that will work while you sleep. This simple act can transform your night's rest and tomorrow's breathing. Move to your nails, all 10 fingers, and your toes too if you can comfortably reach them. A tiny amount of oil massaged around each nail bed, feeling for those pressure points that might be tender. You're not just moisturizing dry skin, you're activating healing pathways that connect to organs throughout your body. Some people notice their digestion improving within days, their hair becoming stronger, their skin regaining a healthy glow they thought was gone forever. Finally, your ears. Not inside them, that's important to remember, but around the outer edges and especially behind them. There are nerve endings here that respond to gentle touch, that can improve your balance, your hearing, even your ability to fall into deep, restorative sleep. The best time is before bed, when your body is preparing to heal and restore itself. But here's a secret. Any time is better than no time. If morning feels right, if midday gives you a moment of peace, honor that instinct. Your body knows what it needs. Number 5, when body and soul find peace. Have you ever noticed how everything feels harder when you haven't slept well? How the world seems sharper, more overwhelming, when your body is fighting discomfort? This is the cruel cycle that traps so many seniors. Poor sleep leading to increased pain, stress, and isolation, which then makes sleep even more elusive. But something profound happens when you commit to this simple practice. The oil doesn't just work on your physical body, it speaks to something deeper. As you massage your nose each night, as your breathing becomes clearer and deeper, your nervous system begins to remember what calm feels like. The constant low-grade anxiety that's been your companion for years starts to lift. Your nails, strengthened and nourished, Become a daily reminder that your body is still capable of healing, still capable of growing stronger. And as your digestion improves, as your hair regains its vitality, you start to see yourself differently. Not as someone who's declining, but as someone who's renewing. The changes in your ears might be the most profound of all. Better balance means confidence in your steps. Improved hearing reconnects you with the world around you. But perhaps most importantly, the better sleep that comes from reduced stress and physical comfort gives your mind the rest it desperately needs. This isn't just about physical health, though that's certainly important. It's about reclaiming your sense of agency, your belief that you can still take actions that make your life better. It's about the quiet dignity that comes from caring for yourself with wisdom and intention. Number 6, stories of transformation. Let me tell you about Ramprakash. At 65, he came to me with shoulders that carried the weight of constant worry. His mind raced through the night, spinning with concerns about his health, his family, his uncertain future. Sleep had become his enemy, leaving him exhausted and irritable during the day. He felt like he was disappearing, becoming someone he didn't recognize. After just 2 weeks of gently massaging oil around his nose each night, something shifted. First, his breathing became deeper, more relaxed. Then his sleep began to improve, just slightly at first, but enough for him to notice. Within a month, his family commented that he seemed more like his old self, calmer, more present. He told me later that he felt like he'd found his way back to himself. Sunil's story touches my heart every time I think about it. At 60, he'd been struggling with digestive issues for years. Every meal was a gamble, every outing planned around bathroom locations. He'd tried medications, dietary changes, everything his doctors suggested, but nothing provided lasting relief. He felt embarrassed, isolated, like his body had become an unreliable stranger. The simple act of massaging oil around his nails seemed almost silly to him at first, but within a few days, he noticed subtle changes. His digestion became more regular, more comfortable. Within 3 weeks, he was eating foods he'd avoided for years. He called me crying, not from sadness, but from the joy of feeling normal again. And then there's Gopal Duz, 85 years young, whose balance had become so unsteady that his children insisted he use a walker. He felt like he'd lost his independence, his dignity, his connection to the strong man he'd always been. The simple practice of massaging oil behind his ears seemed too gentle, too simple to make a real difference. But after a month of consistent practice, he set aside his walker. His balance returned. His confidence rebuilt itself step by steady step. Number 7, the responsibility we all share. Walk through any senior living facility, visit any doctor's waiting room filled with people over 60, and you'll see something heartbreaking. Not just physical ailments, but a kind of resignation, a quiet acceptance that this is simply what growing old means. Loneliness, decline, dependence, gradual disconnection from the vibrant life they once knew. But here's what breaks my heart even more. This doesn't have to be anyone's story. The wisdom to live vibrantly into our 80s, 90s, and beyond has always existed. It's been passed down through generations, tested by time, proven by countless lives lived well. We've just forgotten how to listen. If you're watching this and you're not yet a senior yourself, you have a sacred responsibility. Share this knowledge with the elders in your life. Don't just send them a link or mention it in passing. Sit with them. Show them these gentle techniques. Help them choose the right oil for their constitution. Be present as they begin this journey back to wellness. And if you are a senior, remember this: you have the right to feel good in your body. You have the right to sleep peacefully, breathe freely, and move with confidence. Age is not a sentence of suffering. It's not a slow surrender to decline. With the right knowledge and gentle, consistent action, it can be a time of deepening wisdom, maintained vitality, and quiet strength. My own grandfather lived to 90, not just lived but thrived, with clear eyes, steady hands, and a sharp mind right until the end. He never saw the inside of a hospital until his final week. His secret wasn't complicated. It was this same ancient wisdom, applied consistently, with faith and intention. Number 8, your journey begins tonight. You've reached the end of this video, but really, you're standing at the beginning of something much more important. You now possess knowledge that could transform not just how you feel tomorrow morning, but how you experience every day for the rest of your life. The question is, what will you do with it? In a world that profits from our pain, that wants us to believe that aging equals suffering, choosing these simple, natural practices is a quiet revolution. It's a declaration that you refuse to accept decline as inevitable. It's a commitment to honoring your body with the same wisdom your ancestors used to live vibrant, healthy lives well into their later years. Tonight, before you go to bed, choose one of these practices. Just one. Take a drop of oil and gently massage it around your nose or your nails or behind your ears. Feel the warmth of the oil, the gentleness of your own healing touch. This is how transformation begins, not with dramatic gestures or complicated protocols, but with simple, consistent acts of self-care. Remember, your body has been waiting patiently for you to remember how to care for it properly. It's been sending you signals, asking for attention, hoping you'll respond with wisdom rather than resignation. Tonight, you can begin to answer those calls with love, with ancient wisdom, and with the quiet confidence that comes from taking your health into your own hands. The oils are waiting. Your body is ready. The only question remaining is, are you ready to feel truly good again? As we come to the end of our time together, I want you to remember something important. The wisdom we've shared today isn't new. It's ancient, tested by countless generations who understood that our bodies have an incredible capacity to heal themselves when we give them what they need. 3 simple areas, 1 gentle oil, a few minutes each evening before bed. That's all it takes to begin reclaiming the vitality you thought was lost forever. Better sleep, clearer breathing, improved balance, reduced stress. These aren't promises. They're possibilities that thousands of seniors have already discovered for themselves. You don't need expensive treatments or complicated routines. You don't need to accept that pain, restless nights, and declining energy are simply part of getting older. You have the power to make changes, small but profound ones, that can transform how you feel tomorrow morning and every morning after that. Your body has been patiently waiting for you to remember this ancient wisdom. Tonight, you can start answering its call with the gentle touch of healing oil and the quiet confidence that comes from taking your health into your own hands. Which of these 3 practices spoke to your heart today? Was it the promise of better sleep through nose massage, the hope of renewed strength through nail care, or perhaps the possibility of better balance and hearing through gentle ear massage? I'd love to hear about your experience in the comments below. If this video brought you hope or helped you see aging in a new light, please share it with someone who needs to hear this message. Every senior deserves to know that vibrant health is still possible. Until we meet again, remember this: you are never too old to feel truly good in your body. Take care of yourself with the same tenderness you'd show a dear friend.